everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another video of mine. I want to say I really appreciate you guys checking out my stuff. I'm not very good at making these YouTube videos. I, for the most part, just work by myself, and so I just am kind of winging this whole thing. I know there's a lot of really cool YouTube people out there. I'm trying to get better camera shots, and I just really want to say thanks. I don't have a whole lot of followers, but I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to say thanks if you're checking out my videos. Today's a cool job. It's actually a repeat customer from a couple years back. Wonderful couple. They're school teachers, and they had me come out a couple years back and put in a new driveway for them. And at the time, they had future plans of expanding this driveway into a little circle drive. And so they called me up a week or so ago, and we went out there and we designed their circle drive for them, and we're going to be putting that in. We're also going to be actually pulling out a couple tree stumps that are going to be in the middle where they're talking about putting like a planter and things like that. So let's check it out. Check this one out. So I don't think, well, actually I know I didn't post this video on YouTube a few years back. I didn't have the channel, but some of my OG followers, this was on my Instagram and things like that. But anyways, I'll show a little highlight of the video right here. So this is that driveway we put in, and it's been a couple years. It's holding up awesome. Might come back in another year or so and do what we call the Hollywood job and just re-scarify the surface on this, and it'll be good for another 4 or 5 years. But this is what we're doing today. So like in that original video, this was the little roundabout area that they wanted to put in here. And I'm not sure if this is showing up on camera. I won't know till I go to edit all this. There's an orange paint line here that the customer and I drew, their design that they wanted. This new driveway is just going to come around here like this and wrap around this way, and then this whole area is kind of teardrop shaped. It goes like this, and we're going to remove that stump there and that little tree shrub thing there, and then this driveway is just going to come around like this, and it is going to connect right on the edge of the shop here. See if that orange line shows up. So that's how it'll just be a little circle area here. It's going to come around and connect, and then These customers, they had this beautiful carport built. It looks absolutely stunning. The company that put it in, there was a miscommunication, and this wasn't the rock that they wanted in here. This is actually really beautiful rock. It's like a 1-inch washed utility rock. Depending on your state, every state calls rock and aggregate something different. But it's just like a 1-inch utility rock. It doesn't have any binders in it, which means it doesn't have any sand or dirt or any other like limestone dust or anything like that to hold it together. So generally what you do is you take this rock and you put it on top of a road base material, kind of like that existing driveway or the road base that we're going to be putting in here. So these folks want me to scrape this off here, and then they're going to use it as some cosmetic rock over by a fire pit that they have in the back. So once we get all this rock removed from here, this whole area will also be road base. So this whole thing will connect in here just like that. So I think the first thing that we're going to do, we've got the stump bucket today. A lot of times you guys see me on my flatbed trailer, but I've been rolling with the new dump trailer quite a bit because I've been having the last few jobs. I've had quite a bit of material that I've either needed to haul off or bring to the job. So we'll get this little guy out. It's been dead for a long time, so we'll see how that one comes out. Peel this one out. These customers, they burn their wood, so they're gonna request to leave this here, and then we originally were going to haul off this dirt here, I'm sorry, this excavated grass, but the customer's requesting that we leave it on site here, and they've got some holes or something in the back that I haven't seen that they want to use for a later date to fill it in with this material, just this throwaway material here. All right, I think that's all of it, so I'll get a little time lapse going and we'll hammer down. Show you guys something. You don't really see this clear. So this root, this stump was really dead, so it didn't come out too bad. This right here, so there's a top, we flipped it over. That is a taproot. This thing goes almost straight down into the ground, and we've broke off some of it because this is an older dead stump. But that is an excellent view of what a taproot is. And that's why stumps can be so hard to pull out when you're trying to do them yourselves. You may dig for days and days. I've heard people dig for weeks or even over a month. They dig all around the root. They expose all of these side shoots, the shoots off of roots that are coming off of this thing. They get them all exposed. They cut them all, yet the thing won't come out. They'll put a chain on it. They'll hook a pickup to it. All kinds of bad things happen. You've seen those videos. The chain snaps the windshield, hurts somebody. It's because of that taproot. And you can't get under the taproot, and unless you dig, if you don't have a machine, unless you dig on the side, all the way down where that thing's almost over your head, and you can see that taproot and you can cut it. Now, not every single stump has a perfectly illustrated taproot like this. Sometimes they shoot off to the side. You never know, maybe the tree grew on top of a granite outcropping that was 4 or 5 feet under the ground. You just can't tell, but that's what they look like. So this is an excellent example of a massive, massive taproot on that. Anyways, we got that one out. We're doing that bad boy next. So those came out pretty good. On the Kubotas, anybody who's got a Kubota, you never want to pop these things off when you got pressure in them because it just makes them so hard to get back on. So on the Kubotas, these are designed to push these in and it releases the pressure. Just like that. And then they just pop right off and there's no pressure locked inside. So I keep these lines tucked up really high like this because sometimes I use this bucket to rip out really hard materials and I'm not using this and I don't need to hook these up. So I'll keep these tucked up really high. I use it all the time for getting out really hard hard pans. So anybody looking at one of these buckets, that's a a great use of this, other than just using it as a stump bucket. All right, so I believe we are prepped. Let's check this out. Okay, so they have plans in the future to add on a little strip of material behind the carport that goes all the way up here to dig all this out by their shop to come down and connect it. But what we did right now was we got that rock moved for them when we got it over there by their fire pit, so they can use that for whatever they like. That's where they asked to put it. We got all this out of here, put the base in the low spots, got their nice little circle drive cut out. There's the little planter box there in the middle that's going to stay. And now we're going to bring in the road base, and we're just going to connect all this together and get it installed. All right, let's get it. All right, let's pick up the first load of road base. I gotta pull on the scales here and get weighed. Right, coming back for load number 2. Okay, coming back for another load. All right, we got this thing rolled and it turned out so good. Let's check it out. I appreciate you guys watching another one of my videos. I'd like to take some time to thank our Father in Heaven for everything that He does for us. And thank you again for checking out some of my content. If there's anything that you need for this type of work, we're out of the Weatherford, Texas area. Give us a shout and we'll see what we can help you with. Thank you so much. And have yourself a blessed day.